Marcus Aurelius once said that you can control your thoughts, not outside events. Understanding this can give you strength in a world where emotions feel intense. How do we find our strength and stability in such turbulent times? Come with us as we learn 7 important lessons from the ancient philosophy of Stoicism that can help you control your emotions and stay strong during difficult times in life. Before we start, please like the video to help me keep sharing the Stoic philosophy. If you're not already signed up, I suggest you do so and turn on notifications so you don't miss any videos. The first lesson is to know what you can control. Have you ever been in a tough situation, like when things don't go as planned or when unexpected events happen? The ancient Greek and Roman philosophers called the Stoics have a lesson that can help us stay calm during these difficult times. It's about understanding what we can control and what we can't control. For example, you can plan an outdoor event, but you can't control the weather. So, it's important to focus on what we can control and not worry too much about things we can't change. Epictetus was a philosopher who was once a slave. He became very important in his time. He said that some things we can control and some we can't. It may sound simple, but there is a lot of wisdom in it that can change our lives. We have many different situations in our lives. Some we can control, like our daily habits, the books we read, and the people we spend time with. But there are also things we can't control, like world events, other people's choices, time passing, and the weather. The Stoics thought that our happiness and health are affected by how we handle all these situations. Our emotions are not caused by what happens, but by what we think and how we react to it. It's not the event itself that makes us feel a certain way, but how we see the event and what we think about it. Remember a time when something didn't go as planned? Maybe you didn't get a job you really wanted. It felt like a big problem at the time, but as time passed, you may have realized it was actually a good thing. It could have led you to something even better or helped you learn and grow as a person. How can we do this? First, ask yourself if this is something you can control. If the answer is yes, do something. If the answer is no, it's a chance to practice accepting and adapting. By really understanding and believing in this idea, we can stop feeling upset about things that aren't worth it. We can go through life feeling calm, knowing that even though we can't control everything, we can change our plans. In a world that often feels chaotic, the idea of control helps us focus on what's important and accept that some things are out of our control. It gives us clarity and reminds us to stay calm. Lesson 2 is about thinking before you act. In today's world of technology, people often focus on quick actions and don't take time to think deeply. But stopping to think and consider can actually help us in a fast-paced world. We make lots of choices every day, and it's not just the big decisions that are important, but also how we make them. Let's talk about a situation where a message upsets us, like when a coworker questions our work or a friend says something that bothers us. Our first reaction might be to get defensive or angry. But what if instead of immediately getting caught up in those emotions, we take a moment to step back and calm down? Detachment means not hiding your feelings, but allowing them to be seen and understood. Reflection is not just about agreeing or avoiding, it's about actively thinking about our thoughts and feelings. This is about asking deep questions. Why did this comment affect me so much? What beliefs or past experiences are affecting my feelings now? Is my reaction based on the current situation or things from the past? Taking some time to think before reacting helps us understand and care about others. It also helps us think about how others see things. Maybe that person had a tough day at work, or that friend didn't realize how much their words hurt. When we think about things, we can understand not just ourselves, but also the people around us. This can help build strong relationships. We can avoid many arguments if we think before we speak. Instead of destroying relationships, we can build them. Taking time to think helps us see things clearly, be kind, and connect with others. In work, it's important to pause and think before we act. Leaders who do this are often admired and successful. In a fast-paced world, reflection is like a rebellion. It shows that we won't be rushed into decisions. It's a commitment to ourselves and our well-being. Reflecting before reacting is more than just a habit. It's a journey that affects not just how we respond, but also how we live our lives. Lesson 3. Practice being calm and not too emotional. In a world where emotions are always changing, it may seem strange to try and stay calm. However, let's explore further what it really means and the influential impact it has. Dispassion is not about controlling our emotions or not caring about the world around us. It's about staying calm and balanced even when things are chaotic. It's like watching a movie and feeling the excitement and sadness, but knowing that it's just a movie. You didn't hurry to help the hero or comfort the crying character you saw, even though you felt like you should. You stayed in your seat instead. We get a lot of news and notifications every day. If we react strongly to every piece of information, we will feel tired all the time. Being dispassionate helps us deal with things calmly and find a better balance. It also helps us in our relationships with others. When we have arguments, being dispassionate can make the difference between having a good talk and having a big fight. In that space, we have the freedom to choose how we react. We can act with intention instead of acting on impulse. While some may think that being unemotional means we don't enjoy life's joys and pleasures, it actually makes them even better because we are not too focused on specific results. We can completely enjoy the journey without worrying about losing or things changing. Being dispassionate means finding balance in a world that always changes. It's like a compass that leads to inner peace and helps us navigate life's ups and downs with grace. By doing this practice, we make our lives better and help others feel calm and clear too. Lesson 4. Ask yourself, will this matter in 5 years? Life has many moments that test our patience, strength, and how we see things. From small annoyances like spilling coffee to bigger problems like arguments with people we care about, our days are filled with situations that make us feel different emotions. When we're really upset, it's easy to feel like small things are a big deal. But we can ask ourselves if this will still be important in 5 years. This question can help us see things more clearly and imagine how we'll feel about it in the future. All of a sudden, that big fight or the thing we didn't do looks different now. Most of the things we worry about today won't be important in the future. Think about the problems you had 5 years ago. How many of them still matter now? How many have been replaced by new experiences and memories? This understanding can make us feel both small and free. Asking this question regularly helps us figure out what's most important. It helps us tell the difference between small problems and bigger ones. For example, a bad day at work might seem really bad right now, but in the long run, it's just one day in many years of working. This way of thinking also helps us bounce back when things are tough. Remembering the bigger picture can make us less anxious and better at solving problems. Instead of getting stuck on the problem, we can make a plan, change if necessary, and keep going. Time helps us see things more clearly and find solutions. It's not just about fixing our worries, but also about focusing on what's really important. In the 5th lesson, write in a journal about staying calm and strong. People from different cultures have always thought that writing in a journal is important. It's not just about keeping a record of what happens, but also about thinking and growing as a person. The ancient philosophers called Stoics believed in knowing yourself and becoming a better person. They thought writing in a journal was a good way to do this. A Stoic journal isn't just a diary of what happens each day. It's a place to think and talk to yourself, to understand your feelings and actions. It's where you think about the things that happen and how they fit with what you believe in. By doing daily reflection, we make sure we take responsibility for our actions and choices. It's not easy to ignore when we keep making the same mistakes or making bad decisions. We are encouraged to learn, adjust, and improve. Keeping a Stoic journal is like having a wise and non-judgmental friend by your side, always ready to listen, think, and guide. It is a commitment to growing as a person, understanding ourselves better, and living a life that matches our values and beliefs. In Lesson 6, we learn to see problems as chances to grow. There are many challenges in the world, from personal struggles to big changes. But what if we didn't see them as burdens, but as opportunities? The Stoics, who were wise people, believe that even though we can't always control what happens to us, we can control how we see it and how we react. Looking at things this way turns problems into important lessons, rather than just bad things. A quote from the philosopher Marcus Aurelius explains this idea really well. Obstacles can make us move forward. When something is in our way, we can turn it into a chance to grow. Every challenge can help us if we decide to see it as a way to improve. Think about a river that comes across a big rock in its way. Instead of getting blocked, the river either wears down the rock over time or finds a different way around it. The big rock that seems like a problem actually makes the river change its path. Just like in life, challenges can change our plans and lead us to unexpected outcomes. For example, losing a job could lead to a new career, learning new skills, or starting a business. And a failed relationship could help us grow personally and find deeper connections in the future. Looking at things in a calm way also helps us to stay strong. If we see problems as chances to grow, we can handle tough times better. Instead of asking why bad things are happening, we can think about what we can learn from them. This doesn't mean we should look for trouble or ignore real problems. It's about knowing that every problem can teach us something and help us grow. By staying positive and being patient, we can turn obstacles into chances to grow and be happy. Lesson 7. Be thankful for what you have and show appreciation. Gratitude is like a special thread that adds happiness and satisfaction to our lives. It helps us see things in a positive way. The Stoics thought it was important to practice feeling thankful on purpose every day to help stay focused on the present and feel grateful for the good things in life. Gratitude is more than just saying thank you. It's about truly appreciating all the things and people that make our lives better. It's about seeing the good in everyday things, learning from tough times, and realizing how special every moment is. Seneca, a famous philosopher, once said that being truly happy means enjoying the present without worrying too much about the future. This is about being thankful for the little things in life, like enjoying the sun on a cold day, hearing someone laugh, or having a meal with loved ones. When we take a moment to appreciate these things, it makes our lives better. It also helps us to not focus on what we don't have, and instead be happy with what we do have. This can make us feel more content and less jealous or angry, and improve our overall happiness. How will you use these lessons to help you in the future? We want to hear what you think and your experiences. Share your thoughts in the comments below, and let's keep learning about ourselves together. I hope you liked the video. Thank you for watching. Keep being curious, down to earth, and always learning. See you next time.